bracing stubs with the rigid portion being bolted to the underside of the front and rear wing hinge fittings and braced sideways by an adjustable, streamlined strut that ran to the center of the fuselage. The wheel was held by a horizontal jointed yoke, hinged at the rear to allow the wheel to move up and down. Each landing gear and wheel were completely spatted. It was possible to latch the wheels before takeoff so that they would not drop the last 6 inches of their travel while in the air. However, the wheels were lowered fully by the pilot before landing to absorb landing shock. Wings were attached to the fuselage wing stub by front and rear hinge pins. They were braced at outboard points by double front and rear wires running to a strong point on top of the fuselage just behind the strut bracing points. On the bottom of the wing there were double front and rear bracing wires which were attached to the landing gear. The wings were of all-metal construction, but ailerons were covered with fabric. The A-12 had a set of full-span leading-edge slats which opened automatically at high angles of attack, and had shock absorbers which prevented them from opening or closing too suddenly. Trailing edge flaps could be cranked down by as much as 35 degrees by the pilot. The tail surfaces were of all-metal construction with fabric-covered rudder and elevators. Angle of incidence of the stabilizer could be adjusted in flight from to -6 degrees. The vertical fin had a fixed offset of 2.5 degrees left. Forward-firing armament consisted of 4.30 Browning machine guns installed in the landing gear spats, 2 in each gear. Each gun had a 600-round magazine, and were aimed by a C4 gun sight mounted just forward of the pilot's windshield. A single flexible .30 machine gun was provided for the observer. The A-12 could carry 1030 bombs carried in a vertical position internally in a pair of N2 bomb racks aft of the pilot's seat and on either side of the main fuel tank. Alternatively, an external rack could carry up to 4 100 bombs underneath the fuselage, or a jettisonable 52-gallon auxiliary tank could replace the bombs. The main fuel tank, as well, could also be jettisoned in flight by means of a special release handle. The first A-12, 33-212, arrived at Wright Field on November 21, 1933, and remained there until scrapped in October 1936. The second A-12, 33-213, went to Edgewood Arsenal MD on November 23, and the third, 33-214, went to Aberdeen, Maryland on November 29. The remaining 43 A-12s went to the 3rd Attack Group at Fort Crockett, Texas between December 1933 and February 1934. Their unit cost